saying. I wouldn't be surprised to see Varus against Varus.
No. Oh, no. Do not hover the champion, please. Lokan. He just locked in.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's, you know, Varus against Varus, I think we can expect. Mid lane, I think we might see some LeBlanc. Maybe Gao's going to pull out his LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Especially if he's maybe expecting a Syndra.
Actually, Kanavi loves to play Lee Sin, and Tian has his skin. I mean, it's 100% that Tian is going to play Lee Sin. There is no way.
Yeah.
It's his pride.
Yeah.
And also, Kanavi kind of showed up yesterday with the Lee Sin.
True.
And he was watching that.
He's jealous now.
Yeah, he's like, I'm better player. I have my skin, bro.
Yeah.
You don't. So.
By the way, Varus versus Varus.
Oh, man.
Locked in the bottom side. Khan is playing Ornn.
Okay.
As well.
Way more boring than Gangplank.
Look at this comp by FPX. This is the most boring thing I've ever seen. Okay, we have everything except the jungle locked in.
Yeah.
And that's the real question, you know. Is he going to actually play Lee Sin with what looks like a heavy scaling comp already by FPX?
I think both teams are thinking about like Kindred, Trundle, those kind of mind games, right? But I don't think they're gonna pick Trundle kind of champion.
Yeah,
they're definitely picking in Nidalee and Graves in the jungle, and Yagao picked Corki, by the way. This guy, look at this guy. He really wanted that $600K.
Yeah, he did. He, you know, honestly, I don't blame them. There's
we cannot.
Yeah.
They are professional players, you know.
Of course.
I would definitely do the same, by the way.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay. You pick up the Tom Kents for your teammates?
Maybe I suggest something else. Like, hey guys, maybe we can earn money at the same time with like promoting our skins, you know?
Yeah.
and like, haha, guys, chill down, it's joke, you know?
Yeah.
No way, I'm playing TK.
Yeah. TK all the way.
Yeah.
As what did a team player, and so is Chris, apparently. He played a lot of aggressive supports in the group stage, and now he's like, well, he's been, I don't know, the anger has been quelled. He's been calmed down, and he's just going to be gobbling up his teammates and saving them, as this is pretty much the most disgusting scaling comp on the side of FPX. But guys, we are going to see what happens here in game number 1 of this best of 5. Here we go. Back on the Rift once again. I hope you you had some caffeine yourself, Wadid, and you got some rest after your marathon yesterday.
Yeah, actually I didn't drink it, by the way.
Okay.
So I might sleep during the game. Cause
that's fine.
You know, a lot of people actually blame the LCK about how boring they are, but yesterday I cast all of their games, right?
Yeah.
And we had LPR versus LPL 2, and it was also kind of boring.
Yeah. You guys had that one game that was like what?
Like 20 minutes no kills.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's not
I was
only
at home
LCK.
falling asleep.
Yeah, it's not only LCK, it's also LPL, and look at their picks.
I know.
Cassidy mid and Corki in 2020, and look at this guy, so smart.
Yeah.
Like Zoom is like, nah, we are LPL, bro. There is no mid. Okay.
Zoom's like chasing him. He's like, wait, come back.
Wait.
Where are you going?
I love this, by the way. So the top laners are playing mid lanes. And by the way, both Varus has exact same. No, actually not. LWX has Gathering Storm.
Yeah.
And this Lokan guy has Scorch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, LS made a fan today. Or LWX made a fan of LS today. He's the one that did pick up the Gathering Storm.
Yeah. I'm actually a big fan of Gathering Storm too.
Yeah.
Especially in this kind of huge international tournament and its semifinals, I would definitely pick Gathering Storm.
Yeah. It just makes sense. I mean, especially when you look at your comp on the side of LWX, you're like, okay, well, you know, it's not like we're going to be doing too much early on. As, yeah, as you did mention, that's the only difference in the runes. It's only Gathering Storm versus Scorch.
Yeah. And also, they swap the lane between mid and top, right? And this is kind of already good for FPX in my opinion, because let's say Renekton is on the top side, then it will be way easier for Nidalee to get a kill, right? Because top lane is longer than mid lane. But right now, Renekton and Ornn is on the mid lane, so I don't see any chance Khan is getting like ganked by Renekton and getting killed by Nidalee, you know? This is one of the setups that you can actually grow up Nidalee and let him farm the champions. And maybe he's farming full lane.
Oh, that spear was massive. Can he get on top of Crisp here? I think he should be able to. The Guardian is down in just a couple of autos, and they're diving already. Double kill goes the way of Kanavi. Already here at 3.5 minutes, shutting down the scaling composition. Zoom is just going to flash away from this one, not going to take any risks. He knows the bottom lane, his team is already winning by so much.
Yeah, and JDG is all about Kanavi winning early game, and also especially when he's playing Nidalee. He got the double kill, by the way, with the first blood.
Yeah.
This is one of the disaster moments, like top 10, and it would be like top number 1, I would say.
This is like the YouTube video, you know,
Yeah.
top 10 disaster clips.
Yep.
Nice hook to start here by Luna, by the way.
Yep. Really great combo, and they were stomping like 2v2 easily, even though they're playing against Varus. And also, that was clean dive by the LPL champion 2020.
We're going to start your first game off, Whatted, with a nice pause.
Yeah, I mean, is it off or on? Because
No, I was looking at Kanavi, who was looking a little bit, you know, antsy. He's like, I just got this double kill. I wanna play from here, you know. I want to get into the game already.
yeah, I think Kanavi is already having a great time, but Tian, I mean, he's just farming, but we saw that the farming power is just really strong as a Graves when we watched the DRX games, right? Toshik was literally farming for 30 minutes and he just won the game by himself. So we don't know yet. So one thing that the game should be like really focused on is can they actually 1v1 in their jungle? Who is gonna invade enemy jungle and decide to get the vision control? But I think on the top side, actually, nothing is gonna happen and they're gonna have 50-50 calm, peaceful time.
Yeah. It is going to benefit the Corki, I suppose, here, because he did pick up the call. There's going to be no pressure onto him. I mean, he's also going up against a Graves jungle. And I like what Tien did there, by the way. He knew that after the back, Navi would immediately go up to his Krugs. That's like a pretty common jungle path. You know, you want to pick up that extra XP. And so he went in, quickly stole the raids, got vision down, and then even hit the Scryer's Bloom to spot the Nidalee. So that gives even more safety to Doinby up in the top lane.
That is true, and yeah, it's happening. Kanavi is invading.
And then there, Khan is here, though. He gets the knockup. Kanavi may have gone a little bit too far. TP is coming in, though, from the Renekton. And they say, well, we don't quite have the damage to chase down Kanavi just yet. We're going to be swinging around here. Lots of offensive control wards so far. Smite available for both, but Kanavi is going to pick this one up. As it's really all about the pressure. Yeah. It's about rotating down to the bottom side, saying, hey, I'm back, by the way, with a Fiendish Codex on top of a half-completed jungle item.
Yeah, and also, it's not same Varus anymore.
Oh!
And it's
what's
not
going on up
same.
here? The solo kill up on the top side. He's going to try to TP away. Does he get away? No, he does not, as Khan is going to interrupt his back. Can he chase after him? Yes, he can. The fire goes over the wall in this game as Khan is going to spare the blushes of his mid laner slash top laner Doinby.
It's actually deja vu. I saw that moment yesterday too. Yagao tried to just escape with TP and he failed. Oh man, it feels bad. But anyways, he solo killed Doinby on the top side, and it seems like FPX is just focusing on the Drake with the 5-man focus, because Khan is tipping on the mid. And yeah, they secure the Drake, and this is fine, but I don't think JDG is caring that much about the Drake. I think they really care more about the header than this boring mountain first Drake.
Yeah. That mountain I saw, I think it gave, what, 4 armor to Graves. He doesn't have any armor items just yet, of course.
Oh, wait. That was really aggressive. Int moment.
Yeah, that was an int moment. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was straight int.
We can call it for what it is. I mean, that was pretty obvious. I think he just got a little bit excited. He's like, hey, don't hit me. I'm going to hit you back. But it's Corki, and he has Valkyrie, so yeah, definitely a mistake there by Doonby. Not the best start for him, although Khan will pick up the kill, as, he's just going to flash away. You were talking about how they're, going in, just getting that burst damage here as Kanavi takes the second tower hit, which is kind of unfortunate for him. But even after all that, Khan should be just fine. He's going for that Sunfire Cape first, as I love this aggressive play out of Kanavi so far after the early start.
Kanavi is already on, like, he's already on point. He knows how to do this, like, he knows. Ooh. But Tian knows how to smite.
Yeah,
that's
apparently.
An important part. The junglers with the smite.
Jungle difference.
Yeah.
Smite difference.
So, I mean, I still agree that Kanavi is doing really well on the pressure that he got.
Oh, man, look at that damage.
And he got the Gromp as well, by the way, with the Ludens.
Yeah, he did. That's crazy. And, okay, Kanavi's just going to stick around. I love what he's doing here. He's so far ahead of Tian in items. He's just saying, I am in your face all game long. You can't jungle by yourself anymore.
He can actually 1v2 here, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to burst down
Holy moly!
That fight is coming in as the red hit is also going to get in there. Khan desperately trying to get that damage down as Kanavi is going to get away. JDG are just pummeling FPX here in the early game, all thanks to this Nidalee jungle that is just rolling their faces.
Yeah, after the Kanavi's first Nidalee game, most of the team just banned Nidalee away. But this is blind pick, so you can't ban it.
Yeah.
So just deal with it. So this is how you deal with the Kanavi's Nidalee. Just give 3 kills. I mean, it sounds really easy, right? But Nidalee is one of the coin flip champion. It considered as coin flip champion, even in the solo queue. But right now, and I feel like Kanavi's Nidalee is not a coin flip. It's always like tail.
Yeah.
Or
heads up. Yeah. I think you might be right. Just I like the way that his team as well kind of made the bottom gank work. It was great communication to enable that to happen. And Kanavi's just running Khan down. He's going to hit him with the red buff, and he is absolutely dead. With the package, there's just no way for him to get away. Flash was down, even if he had Flash. And instead, as with the Rift Herald, we're just going to push the top lane. And this is feeling like one of those really fast games here, Wadid.
Yeah. And it reminds me most of the solo queue games.
Yeah.
And Genji has enemy Yasuo. It is official confirmed by Arrow Esports Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
And second, top Esports has enemy team LeBlanc, right? And JDG has enemy teams Nidalee, because it's not happening in my team.
Yeah, no, this never happens.
It never happens.
Usually Nidalee's on my team die in the jungle.
Yeah. 0-on-0, behind in levels.
Yeah. Or 0-1 because they died to Krugs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just by themselves.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, as you mentioned, how they support Kanavi as a damage dealer is so insane. And look at the items already.
Yeah, he already bought it.
What
he
the
already
heck?
bought a Grail. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I understand why this is so OP. Because it's Kanavi. I mean, I already mentioned in the previous show in Korean that even though it's 2 LPL teams fight, there is so many Koreans, so we don't need to feel bad about it. If you are a big fan of LCK or Korean, you know? So, I mean, it's still great to see like good Korean imports are playing really great in the foreign teams, you know. And
absolutely,
absolutely, Kanavi is the best player in JDG, I feel like.
Yeah, and I'd say currently he's beginning to make a name for himself as, you know, I don't want to get too overhyped just from one Italy game, but his performance, yeah, it's hard not to get hyped, but even his performance in the regular season and in the playoffs of the LPL, I mean, Kanavi is proving to be, at this point, probably the best Korean player in the LPL. And he's come over here to the Midseason Cup, and he's doing just that once again. As the Ornn ultimate is going to come down. It hits all three, but CP coming in. Kanavi could consider to go on to Crisp here. Nobody's going to help him. Look at Tian. He's like, no, you're dead, dude. I'm running away from you. He's not actually going to pick up the kill, but Kanavi with his aggression, he's never laying his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah. Mao is going
by
in.
the way, we're going in.
Man.
Move out says, see you later, buddy. That's going to be the second time he moved that Varus' life here in this game. As, oh man, Khan is getting in there.
But
there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like one team has so many challengers and like because of the matchmaking issue, you know.
Yeah.
And I just feel like JDG is just having fun, and also how they play in this kind of huge tournament, and they spend so many times, and it must be really hard for them to deal with this kind of schedule. But like, look at how they play in the first game. They're just stomping FPX left and right and up and down.
Yeah. Maybe they still feel warmed up from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's it. FPX had too much of a break.
Yep.
And they're like, you know, they're taking it a little bit slow. JDG's just like ready to go right away. You know, maybe they just slept in the studio. Like, okay, let's just go once again. They're up more than 7,000 gold, guys, at 13 minutes.
Look at Lil Mao, by the way. He hooked and used the flay to hit Kanavi's spear. This is just way too clean. One of the textbook to how to play Nidalee and Thresh, or how to play jungle and support as a duo.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, this is just perfect. I mean, I just want to spotlight again that like how they make this happen is they just know so well and know how to use their lane pressure to give it to their jungler, you know. So it looks easy, but it's always really hard to use your lane prior and lane pressure into the other benefits, like getting enemy camps or getting some objectives. But JDG is just doing really great on that job.
Yeah, I mean, they're just smurfing on them right now. I mean, this game is not even close. I don't know if there is a chance for FPX to make it back. Remember, guys, they do have this really crazy scaling draft with the Kassadin, the Varus, Graves with Ornn, and Tom Kent's to protect them all. And in the LCK, sometimes we'll see this happen where a team, well, I'm going to have to hold that thought. They're just diving the turret. Okay, they got the spear down. Man. He's dead. I mean, this Nidalee is just disgusting. He's 6 kills now.
I mean, I just saw it. Yagao is like, nah, I'm not getting those kills. Hello, my brother. Kanavi, just go in, take it, and devour it.
Yeah.
It's like, everyone is so ready. And if FPX had Doinb to set up those kind of how to use all the advantage, they have Kanavi, and he's doing really great on that job. Like, he just got 6 kills and didn't die yet, while Tian is just farming and doing nothing in the game. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there's nobody on the side really of FPX that have enough money or the ability, even if they had the money or they wanted to spend their money on MR, they can't because they just fall too far behind. So he's just going to go Sheen, probably straight into Lich Bane. Like, he's got Sword Pen, he's doing already insane amounts of damage.
Yep.
And, you know, the spear, it got buffed on a recent patch. You know, it's got extra AP ratio, I think, by an extra 0.2 once again, which is a really nice buff for Nidalee. And especially if you get ahead, that scaling just makes it even more obnoxious. As we're going to take a look at, once again, this play.
Great package by Yagao as well. And also Locust Arsenal team. He's hit it perfectly.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's spotlight again that Lokan is actually doing really great job on heal and scorch virus. This is not the same virus at all.
Yeah.
Since like minute 3 or something, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I said if I'm doing this kind of huge international tournament, I'm picking like Gathering Storm and TP for the rotation. But Lokan is like, nah, you guys are so boring. I'm picking heal and scorch.
Yeah.
We want to fight.
Exactly.
We want early prior, early pressure with those kind of 10 extra damage. But he's actually doing it, so it's worth at all. Like,
yeah,
you can definitely pick Scorch and Heal if you can do this like kind of snowball.
Yeah, which is why, you know, sometimes we say, hey, Gathering Storm is almost always better, but like if you're playing solo queue, there are a lot of cases where, you know, Scorch Heal would probably be better and stuff like that. And certainly in this case, they knew they wanted to fight early. They wanted to get Kanavi snowballed, and they have to. Oh man,
they have
lands.
the pokes between the minions, by the way, and also they have 3-man poking on the turret. Korg is shooting missile, and Varus is also shooting missiles, but Kanavi is shooting nukes.
Yeah,
it's nuke.
It's like torpedoes and missiles coming from every different direction.
Man.
Oh, man.
I would definitely not willing to play this game if I'm FPX side.
Yeah.
Like there is so many pokes.
In this case, if this was solo queue, this would probably be one of those few 15-minute surrenders.
Yeah. I'm glad Riot made 15 minutes FF.
For cases like this.
But this is tournament again. And this is one of the games that you have to do. And it's not over yet. I mean, it feels kind of really over for FPX for this game, but it's BO5, so they can still do something and show that we are not over yet, we are not done yet, because they still have level 16 Cassidy Power Spike and Ornn's 10 million items.
Yeah.
But I think they need at least extra 20 minutes, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think JDG are going to allow them to have that chance. You know, they're going to go for a push down here on the bottom side with Shirley, the second Rift Herald, that will be picked up. And what I wanted to say before about the LCK is that sometimes they'll pick aggressive drafts that just fall flat on their face, and that's why scaling drafts look so strong in the LCK, but that is not the case here tonight.
Yeah.
Not in this first game. They've said, hey, Nidalee actually the OP one.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Tian doesn't exist in this game right now. Up against Kanavi, they are just like on different planes of existence in this one, as they're just going to go ahead, TP mid, and I think it's pretty safe to say that this game is just about over.
Yeah? I mean, the way how? Like how?
Oh,
the
man.
nukes and missiles as
someone clip it,
yeah.
ship it.
Oh my god. They're just shooting around and everyone is dying. By the way, it's not the ultimate. They're just randomly just landing some normal skills, by the way.
Yeah. We're at 20 minutes, 21 minutes. It's 14,000 gold difference. 14,000.
That's crazy.
That's not.
And TP, this is the last chance, I guess. And it is indeed last chance.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, they got Kanavi.
They got a kill.
They got a kill.
Yagao still
Going
here
B,
though.
level 13.
Doing some pretty decent damage. A really nice play there by
Slowly.
Lubao, but he has gotten himself into a little bit of trouble.
He's actually going, by the way. It's not over. It's not over.
Logan! He's gonna die though. Uses his flash to pick up the kill, but that does end up feeding the kill over to the side of Doingme. So, okay, now it's not 14,000, only 12,000. Only 12.
This game is still kind of over because I don't think they can clear out those minions that fast, because they already lost 2 inhibs. Even though like they were really far ahead, it was great attempt by FPX side though. They got the shutdowns and they still have poop. But in fact and in theory, they should not able to like get back, and I don't think Doingme can even reach to level 16 because there is so many minions and it's not attack speed virus with Lunas, right? So I don't think there is many kind of way to push the waves and clear out the waves. And if Jingdong Gaming can get a Nashor safely, then this game is like 99% over.
Yeah. This is one of those games where it's like, okay, the scaling composition, you know, we have to mention it, right? Like, oh, okay, it gives some extra levels to Ornn and Kassadin, right? It gives the 1,000 gold shutdown to the Varus. Yep. Okay, like, we can say that, but is it going to mean anything at this point when they're still down 12,000 gold? Almost definitely not. We'll have to see, though, if Jingdong can, you know, maybe make a couple mistakes. Maybe FPX can get another miracle team fight or a good TP or something like that.
Nashor is gone, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. Baron Nashor is going to be going down here. Ornn ultimate will come from downtown. It's not going to hit anybody, as the spear will go wide, and LWX is actually doing some nice damage. Not as much as Loken, but, you know.
Not bad, not bad.
He's still a Varus with some items here. As, by the way, your base.
The minions.
Man, minions OP.
Minions are OP.
Today we learned, once again, never underestimate the minions.
Yeah, and also 2 inits with the Nashor buff, and especially when you have poke composition, and you're ahead in like so much gold.
Yeah.
And Kanavi is just walking in through their base. Doinb is level 14, by the way, so they at least need to scale and wait for another 5 minutes at least.
Yeah. The real question is, can JDG end the game? Even from this massive...
Okay, slowly poking by Doinb. This is pretty good.
Oh, but Zoom
pretty
in the
good.
front is going to get knocked up.
Looking
and he's going to go down. LWX will pick up the kill. All right.
All right, all right.
And with all the super minions coming in, you're going to pick up that extra gold and XP. You're going to sit back and farm up. That's why I was saying, you know, can they actually end the game?
I think they need 5 minutes more. And I think FPX has actually huge chance to like make this comeback. Because it's Kassadin, level 16.
True.
One of the simple, and look at how Doinb is like keep poking with the ultimate and E skills. And yeah, I mean that was one of the great defense by level 14 Kassadin.
Yeah, it's pretty big. As we take a look at the XP bar down in the bottom left, level 15 is hit.
Yeah, and mid and both inhibs are respawning. And this is great that JDG can only get the Cloud Drake Soul.
Yeah,
which means almost nothing. Almost nothing.
Pretty much nothing in this one. There's no gigantic, you know, ultimates that are going to be coming off cooldown really fast on the side of JDG. That you're really going to want, I suppose, some more missiles and stuff like that. Maybe you can lock down more with Varus, but it's not going to make as much of a difference as different Cloud Soul, or Dragon Soul, that is. As the inhibitors are going to go down once again, with Baron still here, 20 seconds. You can see that JDG would love to end the game here. They do not want to leave the 2 inhibitors, or the 3 inhibitors here, for just some free farm for FPX. Yeah, Tian is having a lot of trouble. There's the lockdown again. The Merc Treads are going to help out quite a lot. Doinb moving forward. Nice knock up here by Khan. Can they actually pull off the miracle defense is the question, as Zoom is diving in deep. He's tanking up so much of that damage.
It's over.
As in goes Kanavi as well. He is going to be surviving in this one. Nice try by FPX to put up a defense here with their supreme scaling composition. But it is not going to matter here at the end of the day. Game 1 is going to go the way of JDG in 26 minutes and a 6-0 Nidalee by, I think it was minute 13 in this one.
Yeah.
As they were just smurfing all over FPX in the blind pick.
So they are fully charged with those caffeines, right? Like that was just a storm, and this is why you just pick Nidalee to Kanavi, and this is why you ban Nidalee against Jingdong Gaming.
Yeah, Nidalee is not going to see the Rift again.
Yeah.
No, not after that one.
I
There's
mean,
no way.
Yeah, and
you let
also
that one
I
go
really
through.
liked how they set up for Italy. You know, everyone had the same pressure, and everyone know how to land the skills. I mean, it sounds really, really stupid, but you know.
But
like,
it's a good point.
yeah,
right?
I mean, Lu Mao, like, did you see how he played and set up for Italy, right?
Yeah.
Like, his stretch was absolutely just deleting enemies Tom Kench, and I didn't even know who he's playing for FPX, you know, for some moment. So I really want to spotlight that Thresh again as well, and all the players in Jingle Gaming just play so much better than FPX.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it really was the jungle and support synergy. You know, as much as Kanavi was doing so much for his team, so was Lu Mao, and everybody else on the Rift was kind of just supporting those two in their ultimate goal of getting Kanavi unbelievably fed to the point where he just shut down every single lane, basically. He went top multiple times. He followed Tian through the jungle. He's like, you're not going to get away from me. I have traps in every bush. I have multiple control wards. I see exactly where you are. And he just totally nullified the enemy jungle.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't give Nidalee, all the kills, because Nidalee can definitely just run around the map and go topside and go back to the bot side in 10 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
That's just how champion works. And yeah, I mean, even though they didn't like kind of have successful time with the Renekton setup for the Nidalee, they still had Thresh and Varus, which is great setup and tools for the Nidalee farms, and they actually farmed the bot lane so freely. And it was completely different Varus as well. So yeah, I am picking Scorch for now.
We made you a Scorch fan after that game?
And picking heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that TP Gathering Storm strategy.
True. Well, when you're up against Nidalee Thresh, probably not a good idea. You might want to pick up Cleanse. Just saying.
Heal.
Or heal, right? Something. I mean, he had Tom Kench, so probably not Cleanse in that case.
Oh,
but,
yeah, maybe.
Either way, just a total shutdown. I don't think anyone was really expecting... I mean, I know everybody's kind of expecting JDG to win the series.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone was really expecting that one-sided of a stomp in
that
game
kind
one.
of stomp, yeah.
That was a solo queue game. We said it in the game. Like, that did not look like a professional game just because of how one-sided it was. And those don't come around very often. I mean, you were saying yesterday even the LPL teams were sitting back and scaling, but JDG have a different kind of agenda for today.
And this was this game over moment, by the way, already at level 2. And after that moment, also, Varus was completely different champion. They had the same champion name in the bad picks, but after those, and look at this 1v2 moment as well. Like, he's pushing out Tian 24/7, and Tian was just having a rough time. He was not participating for the any kills for until like 15 minutes, and yeah, jungle support synergy.
Yeah, that was the Lu Mao highlight right there.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
That wasn't the Kanavi highlight. That was the Lu Mao highlight.
Yeah, I mean, all the players from JDG was great support for Kanavi.
Yeah.
I mean, look at here.
Corky support right here.
Corky. I mean, he's not getting kills. Like, he's not shooting the missile. He's hitting tower. He's hitting turrets for Kanavi because my little brother or like my brother Kanavi is getting hit by a turret. You know?
Yeah. You gotta help him out.
But yeah, I mean, it's still BO5, so FPX didn't give up in this moment, and they still kind of made some kind of comeback here. And surprisingly, even though like it was like 14k, right? 14k gold difference.
Yes. Yeah.
But still, they kind of had like at least 2 team fights winning moments. So I'm still fine with this, and I don't think it's gonna be like 3-0. Maybe they should change some drafts. Like, for example, please do not like sit back and lay down for 20 minutes. You know, I mean, let's say if they didn't lose any inhibs till Kassadin level 13 or something, then I would definitely say FPX could have better chance than this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's part of the reason why they were going for that sort of scaling comp, is that they wanted to sit back, relax, and scale up, but just JDG took the game by the horns, basically, and
So yeah,
that is not happening.
So my question is, how broken is Varus?
I mean, he shouldn't be ever picked in a pick ban.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, that legendary, like 6 kills in the early game Nidalee is lower damage than Varus.
By far.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, some people can say, Varus is laning, but Knavi was also laning against enemy jungle, by the way.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was laning and jungling and everywhere, basically. He was the one always doing the burst damage on pretty much everybody. And still Varus did more than 10,000 damage than the Nidalee in that game. So Varus needs a nerf.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
And once, it's kind of setting the stage. The blind pick for game 1 is interesting because it's like, now I don't think we're going to see Nidalee.
No.
Now I don't think we're going to see Varus at all.
Not at all.
We might want to scrap the... Well, I think FPX in this scenario, that might be something they prepared, like that kind of 5-man scaling composition. So we might see some kind of variant of that once again, maybe here in game 2, as with bans, they have a little bit more control over what they're going up against. So either way, guys, it is going to be Knavi from the jungle that does pick up the player of the game. I feel like we do need a little bit of a footnote with Lumao's name down there at the bottom, as I feel like it was kind of a duo in that case. But Knavi was really the one that set the tempo after picking up those 2 kills, was always in the face of Tian and shutting the enemy team down. I mean,
it's always dilemma, Like, when it comes to vote for POG, do you vote for the killer or who supported for the killer?
Yeah.
Like, it's always so hard, because, like, obviously, the one, like, dealt the damage gets the spotlight, because it's, like, easy to see, but, like, the way how he supported for the main carry was just so perfect that if he was not existing, then I don't think Knavi can just 1v9,
Yeah.
So I think it's always hard, but, I mean, let's think about this way. Nidalee is not a normal pick. And not just the pick that you just pick it up and just play it in the competitive. So I think there is more point on that. So Knavi well-deserved POG, and definitely he showed up his abilities to the global fans as well.
Yeah. You guys may have missed some of his dominance in the LPL games where he was destroying people in playoffs and regular season. But now he's here on the main stage and showing it for everybody. So we'll have to see what kind of picks and craziness do happen in game number 2. From here on out, it is going to be drafts, so we will actually have bans. And I don't think we're going to have much more Nidalee or Varus anymore about it. So guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, game number 2 of FPX up against Jindong Gaming.